Right, thanks everyone again for joining us for another WKS Zoom podcast. This time I'm with James and Adam from a band called Fruitz. How are you doing?
All
Good,
good,
all
yeah.
good.
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Shall we start with James and just sort of give us a little insight as to how you got into music in the first place?
I don't know. Since I was a kid, I think there was always a guitar lying around the house, and I couldn't actually give an age of where I started. I think there was just always one there. You know what I mean? I don't know when I took it up properly, but yeah. So I've always played guitar, and then over the years got more into it. Fell in love with playing the guitar, then obviously fell in love with playing music, and so I went from there. Then obviously further down the line, the band started. Myself and Adam come from the same group of friends, and he was a close friend of mine, so I sort of bounced some songs off him. And then he got into playing guitar, played bass, and that's how it sort of all started, really.
Okay. What about yourself, Adam?
Yeah, the same kind of stuff. I got into guitar really first was just from watching James playing. We might be having a few underage drinks at the time. And James would be playing away, playing stuff like U2 and Oasis and whatnot, stuff that I was into. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, it's so cool that he's able to do this with his hands. I was like, wow. So then I picked up guitar. I think I bought a guitar off James, or was it one of our other friends?
You bought one off Nathan, actually, I remember.
That's what it was, our friend Nathan, yeah. I bought his old guitar off him. And then it just kind of snowballed and we really got into it. I started playing bass then for the band, and James started writing tunes. Kind of took on a life of its own, really.
Superb. So how long have you been together as a band then?
What is it now?
About
40 years.
3 years. And we're not counting a year because of COVID, so we're taking that out
of it. Brilliant.
Yeah, so, that's fair enough.
You guys aren't a duo. There are other members, aren't there?
Yeah, we're a three-piece, and our drummer Jacqueline, she's actually in work at the moment, so she couldn't make it. So you have John and Paul at the moment.
Okay, brilliant. So James, what inspires you to make music then?
The women. I'm not even I don't actually know. It sort of just comes, doesn't it? Don't know. Obviously, playing live is the big one. Like that's what you want. That's what you live for. I think Adam would be in the same boat.
Yeah, and
that'd probably be my one. Playing live. I don't think you'd describe a better feeling. I haven't got any kids, so I don't know. But I don't think there's any better feeling really than playing live.
Okay, same for you, Adam, is it?
Yeah, the gigs is what I really do love. Playing live and stuff, it really is on its own level of kind of entertainment for yourself, and obviously, even if you're in the crowd and you're at a gig, you know what it's like. It's brilliant.
Okay, so you obviously write your own material. So Adam, what's your creative process like then?
Well, so far it's been more. James has written basically everything so far. He might come up with an idea, bring it into the studio, I mean rehearsal room, and we just kind of play with it. Really, we just see what everyone's feeling, run through maybe a few different kind of say layouts of the song. Maybe it could be just a chorus James might come to us with. I think as a band we're quite it's kind of like it's quite creative. Like, well, obviously it's creative, but it's quite free. Like there's no real set stuff, So, and James is very open for stuff like that when he's the one writing it, because the way sometimes people can be quite like they don't want to change their stuff that they've had their writing, or and it's quite open and free, and we just keep playing this tune really until we have a definite kind of layout for it and format, and if we're all feeling it, of course, that's the main thing. I think it'd be the same for James, just more so playing with the stuff.
So James, are you the main lyricist then, are you?
I suppose it would be, yeah.
Okay. Do you during this lockdown, have you found yourself sort of writing more or?
Not so much this one. I think the first one was very creative. I think Adam will back me up on that one. I think it was throwing them out quite quickly, and some of the best tunes I think I've actually written came out of that lockdown.
Right.
Right. So yeah, like I think we might actually record one or two of them. Definitely one of them anyway.
So what sort of songs you got out there at the moment then?
We've got sorry,
it's all right.
Adam, this one, Jen?
Sorry, you go ahead.
Yeah, so the stuff we have out at the moment, I think it's that we have 4. Is it 4 singles we have out, James? I should know this, but on Spotify.
I was actually thinking that myself. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, because we've done a bit of chopping and changing, so it's 4 anyway. And like it's basically like your indie kind of rock. Is that the bracket you put in, James?
You know what? We always think of this, and it changes nearly every time we think of it. To be honest, because I think if you look at what we do have on Spotify, you could all probably paint them on a different pictures. To be honest,
right.
If you have notches up there and it's quite a heavy hitter, it's nearly grunge, I think, and it has that little bit of a blues twang to it. And I think the last tune we put out does really fall into the indie label anyway.
So would you say that have you got an EP out there, or are they all out as singles?
They're all out as singles.
So any plans for an album or an EP or?
Yeah, talking to us right at the right time. To be honest, we're just about to go in and record an EP. So hopefully that'll be out by summertime, COVID permitting. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're quite excited about that. Yeah.
So, do you record in a studio, or are you like home recording?
Studio. Me and him having a clue about any of that stuff.
Okay.
I know it's in a studio. But
it was a challenge getting onto the Zoom call. Yeah, it was a challenge getting onto the Zoom call. Never mind record something.
Yeah.
So, whereabouts have you guys sort of performed then? Are you all just around the Dublin area?
Yeah, so mainly in Dublin. Yeah, we've done I don't know how many at the same venues. Like good venues. Like there's some really good ones called like Whelan's and the Grand Social. We've played like half a dozen times, and actually just I think it was only yesterday, the day before, we got a memory on like our Facebook and whatnot, and it was from a gig that we played in Liverpool there 3 years ago. So that was our first gig abroad, and we've only played abroad how many times? Maybe 3 times so far.
Twice, yeah.
Twice, yeah. So mainly Dublin at the moment, but like Jason, we'd pack up and go anywhere to play a gig if it wasn't, the pandemic and all that.
Now to play a gig.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'd walk there.
So James, is that the plan after lockdown then? Is that to get the EP going and then to just keep getting the gigs coming in?
Yeah, it's a bit of a taste really with the gigs. God knows when. If there was an end date in sight, it'd be a lot easier, but obviously there's not. So we've had gigs booked, scheduled, tours booked, but I think every few months we get that email it's been rescheduled. So it's hard. You have to sort of nearly not think about it. I suppose recording is going to be the main focus for maybe next year. You know what I mean? So
that's
what it is.
Yeah. Adam, so if you could collaborate with any artist, who would you like to collaborate with?
That's a good one. Let me see. Now, I'm trying to think, would I pick something serious or like something mad fun to do? Well, see, I'd love to do something with like Luke Kelly, who's an old Irish traditional singer, out of Dublin, or something like that would be unbelievable. He died a good few years back. And then something like, I love Eminem. I've always loved Eminem. If I could play bass on an Eminem song, if that was possible,
okay,
and James let me, that'd be unbelievable.
Brilliant. What about you, James?
It's a tough question, isn't it? It is a tough one. I don't know. don't know. I seen Camouflage doing some stuff with some singer-songwriter, so I think I'll do it with them.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can make a banger.
Definitely.
Okay. We'll go to Adam. What's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
The best bit of advice I've ever been given. Let me see. In general, or
It's up to you, mate.
let me see, because my dad's good at advice now. But let me see. Don't eat yellow snow. That's a classic.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Let me see. Geez, I don't know. Get up and go to work every day. That's not a bad one.
Fair play. What about you, James? You had the advantage there, James, of being able to sit and think for a little while there.
You robbed me answer. yellow snow one was what I think. We suppose never give up. You don't know what's around the corner, really.
Yeah. No, that's very true. That's very true. So let's think about coming out of lockdown. And you have the chance. I'm not so sure why James keeps disappearing on us. I'm not so sure.
I'm just checking my battery because it's about to go, so I'm just making sure.
Okay. Right. Fair play. Yeah, coming out of lockdown and all of that. Which venues do you would you like to perform at most? I mean, everybody will probably say Wembley, that sort of stuff, but where's let's say James.
Obviously the big picture. I think obviously the big picture coming from Ireland, the dream be Slaying Castle, but they keep it real and keep it what's achievable at the moment. I think to support some of the Olympia Theatre. I don't know if you know it, but I think that's probably the best venue in the country. So it's a great venue now to support someone there now in the not so near future. It'd be achievable and it'd be nice to get going now.
Yeah,
so, definitely.
You'd agree with that, Adam? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. The Olympia be up there. It is a great venue. Obviously I've only been there for gigs and stuff, but it's so kind of like on top of itself. It's really fucking. Sorry, I shouldn't be cursing, but it's really like
it's an old-fashioned theatre.
Yeah.
Or like of course the Tree Arena or something would be amazing. Another great place to play. That'd be on the book someday, hopefully.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Where can people get hold of your music?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
All the usual streaming platforms: Spotify, iTunes. I'm not actually thinking iTunes is a thing anymore, is it? Apple Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Google Play, all that stuff.
Brilliant.
But
okay, right. We'll go with James this time. What's the most useless talent you have?
Guitar.
Hopefully in a few years I'll be saying plumbing. What's the issue? My AirPods falling out and I'm not wanting them to. Is that a talent? Wrecking me head.
Small ears.
Yeah, having small ears. Yeah.
Okay. You can have that one, eh? Yeah. Adam, what about yourself?
Most useless talent. Let me see. I'm not bad at Call of Duty, if that counts.
Okay. Brilliant. Superb. Okay. I ask this question's final question, and I ask it of all the artists. And it'll be an advantage from one to the other, but I'll go with James first. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for you being here musically now?
Obviously parents, but I think myself and Adam come from the same close-knit group of mates. I'd say them, to be fair. It wasn't for them, I don't know if we'd still be here doing it, to be honest. Like every single gig we played, we had the support from our friends, and no matter what they were there, you know what I mean? Even days where probably ourselves releasing songs, we'd be sharing everything and they'd be at every gig, spreading the word. So yeah, definitely our mates anyway.
Brilliant. Superb. What about you, Adam?
Oh yeah, James hit the nail on the head there. All our mates come to all the gigs, even abroad and stuff. Even, you know, if it's raining or whatever out, they still come out if it's on a midweek or on the weekend. And then, yeah, parents, I'm repeating what James said, but our mum and dads have great taste in music and a good, like, broad range as well, you know. Like, my dad's in his 60s and he likes everything from, like, you know, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen. He'll listen to our stuff, of course. And I think he even has 1 or 2 Eminem vinyls at home because he says he likes Slim Shady. So,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Superb.
You know, we're open to everything. You know, that got quite far.
Right. Fantastic, guys. Look, come to the end of the interview. Thank you so much for your time. And, you know, I'm glad your phone's held out, James. Brilliant.
I'm on 2% now, so I get we're in squeaky bum time.
Yeah. All right. Look, guys, good luck with the future. Good luck with everything, your plans and everything. And hopefully might catch you over here for a gig at some point.
Yeah, please, God. Definitely, yeah.
Take care, guys.
Brilliant. Thanks so much.
Cheers. Cheers.